Hi everyone, my name's Courtney Davis and welcome back to Spirit of Celtia. There's been two dramatic experiences in my life. One of those was in 1974 while I was recovering from a spine operation, and the other was in 2011. In 2011 I'd lost my business, I was living in my car, I was struggling in a really difficult relationship that was going to go nowhere. Merlin had vanished for over a year, and any art that I attempted to do in that time just seemed to fail. My mind and my life can only get better, I thought, or it can implode. And it decided to implode, and the video is about that experience. For over 30 years I was overshadowed daily by the energy that I call Merlin. Other times his presence would be felt in my right hand, and that would kind of fix itself into a kind of mudra position. I could shake it free, but as soon as I wasn't focused on it, it would return. Other times the centre of both my palms would have a kind of deep spiral pressure that often got quite warm. So I was used to his presence, so his absence was greatly felt. My troubled relationship had ended. At night I would drive to various parks or quiet roads to sleep in my car. My life was in a nosedive, and it was a shock to my system. A shock to the point that there was no hope to cling to. I seemed in free fall. I've been blessed by having many magical moments in my life, when the veil between the worlds dissolves for a time and I get a glimpse of a whole new reality. I've experienced disembodied spirit voices moving around the room and whispering in my ear, to more than a few out-of-body experiences. But none of these prepared me for an event one morning at 2 a.m. in 2011. And from this moment, I have to talk about Courtney as a third party, as there was an awakening in the room, but there was no sign of Courtney in that awakening. There was only an awareness of being the room. Everything, the walls, chairs, everything. The spirit, the awareness within, call it God or the beloved, had awoke. This experience lasted for about 10 minutes. Then my friend woke up and, realising something was happening, sat with me, and slowly we built Courtney back together again. But the full connection, like before, never returned. It was an awareness of Courtney, but not being Courtney. And that's the way it's been since. Now, there were times in the beginning when it fluctuated and the balance shifted closer to the physical again. And then the physical would release its hold and the state of awareness would shift back. My whole belief pattern had gone. There was only awareness of the moment. After a while, I began to realise that although I believed I'd been on a spiritual path for 30 odd years, the truth, I had not even begun. The knowledge that there was no mountain to climb, no mystical ceremony to complete, that the true connection was bringing joy to each and every moment from the heart. The ironic thing is that the seeker named Courtney had been reaching for this divine connection, but when it actually happens, the seeker, the ego, loses. It's only the divine waking to itself. I now long to express this new sense of awareness into my art. Little did I know how much that new art was to be very different from before. Interestingly, I'd been writing continuously at this time, trying to express how I felt. But when I was working on Awakening Journey many years later, I could not make any sense at all of what was written. Synchronicity started to come into play, and my life seemed to start to come together. I was able to rent a small cottage in Dorset and was eager to get out my paints. Now, I wasn't sure if Merlin was to return, but the drive in me to express my heart felt like enough of a support. The first thing I did was to create a sacred space to work before I started even unpacking. In the next video, I will share what happened next.